The message came at 6:41 a.m. Don't forget, bank meeting at 10. Wear something respectable. Respectable, as if fabric could change the role I'd been playing for years. I stared at the text while my coffee went untouched. Outside my apartment window, the city was already awake. Buses sighing at stops, someone arguing into a phone, life moving forward without asking permission. Inside, everything felt paused. I didn't reply. By 9:30, my phone had vibrated itself halfway across the table. My brother, my mother, then my father. 3 missed calls stacked like a warning. At 10 sharp, I walked into the conference room anyway, not because I planned to sign anything, because I wanted to see their faces when I didn't. My parents were already there. My mother sat with her hands folded too tightly, smile stretched thin. My father stood by the window, back straight, jacket pressed. My younger brother lounged in a chair like this was a casual brunch, ankle resting on his knee. "There you are," my father said without turning. "We're already late." "I'm right on time," I said, taking the seat opposite the banker. The banker smiled politely. "So we're finalizing the guarantor today?" My brother grinned. "That's her. She's the responsible one." I looked at the neat stack of papers. Loan amount, $180,000. Purpose? Expansion. A second location for a restaurant that had already failed once, then reopened under a rebrand, then closed again with excuses instead of profits. "I'm not signing," I said. The room froze. My mother inhaled sharply. "What do you mean you're not signing?" "I mean exactly that." My father turned, eyes sharp. "We discussed this." "No," I said. "You told me." "That's different." My brother laughed. "Come on, you make more than all of us. It's just a signature." "Just a signature, just like the last one, and the one before that, and the emergency transfers, and the credit card I quietly paid off and never mentioned again." The banker cleared his throat. "Perhaps we should—" "I'll handle this," my father said, cutting him off. "This is a family matter." I stood. "Then it shouldn't involve a banker." We left without signing. My mother cried in the elevator, my brother muttered about betrayal, my father didn't speak at all, which was worse. The punishment came swiftly. Dinner invitations stopped, group chats went silent, except for the passive-aggressive messages clearly meant for me to see. Some people forget where they came from. Money changes people. On Friday night, my father finally called. "You embarrassed us," he said. No greeting, no preamble. "I declined," I corrected. "You embarrassed yourselves by assuming." "You owe this family," he snapped. "Everything you have." "I paid for my education," I said calmly. "I paid my rent. I paid your property taxes last year. I paid off his debt twice." Silence. Then, "So this is how you repay us." That was the moment something inside me settled. Not hardened, cleared. "I'm done," I said. "I won't be the solution to problems I didn't create." He hung up. That night, I pulled out the box I'd been avoiding for years. Statements, screenshots, emails labeled temporary help, loan agreements that were never repaid, voice notes, texts. I hadn't kept them to use, I'd kept them to remind myself I wasn't imagining things. By morning, I was done pretending. I froze shared accounts, removed my name from utilities still somehow in my control, canceled the credit card I'd given my mother for emergencies, changed passwords, updated beneficiaries. At 11:12 a.m., my brother texted, "Why did my card decline?" At 11:13, "This better be a mistake." I didn't respond. At noon, my mother showed up at my door. She looked smaller than I remembered, not fragile, strategic. "We're worried about you," she said, eyes scanning my apartment like she might find the old version of me hiding somewhere. "I'm fine," I said, not inviting her in. "You're isolating yourself." "No," I said. "I'm detaching." She sighed. "Your father is furious." "I know. He says you've changed." "I hope so." Her voice softened. "We're family." I nodded. "Exactly, and family doesn't treat one member like an insurance policy." Her lips pressed together. "You've always been sensitive about money." That old trick. Make it about my feelings instead of their behavior. "I'll send everything through my lawyer," I said. Her eyes widened. "Lawyer?" "Yes." "This is extreme. So was expecting you to fund your lives without consent." She left without another word. 2 days later, they came together. My father didn't knock. My brother paced. My mother cried quietly on my couch. "We can fix this," my father said. "You'll reinstate the accounts. We'll forget the misunderstanding." "I already fixed it," I said, sliding a folder across the table. He opened it. Page by page, his face changed. Dates, amounts, notes. My brother stopped pacing when he saw his own texts printed out. "This isn't fair," my brother said weakly. "It's accurate," I replied. My father slammed the folder shut. "You recorded us?" "Yes." "That's illegal." "My lawyer disagrees," I said, placing a letter beside the folder. "Any further contact regarding money goes through counsel. Show up again unannounced, and I'll file for harassment." My mother sobbed openly now. "This isn't how families work," she whispered. "You're right," I said. "This is how exploitation works." They left in silence. Real silence. Not the kind designed to punish, but the kind that happens when power is removed. That night, I slept without checking my phone. A week later, I booked a flight, one way, somewhere I'd always postponed because now wasn't the right time. Turns out it never is, until you stop waiting for permission. At the airport, I felt light, not free of grief, but free of obligation. Family, I realized, isn't who has access to your life, it's who respects your boundaries once you draw them. And for the first time, I wasn't anyone's backup plan. I was my own.